Good morning, everyone. This is Mickey Coles with my husband, Mike Coles. Say hi, Mike. He's operating our camera today. We are in Charlotte, North Carolina at Great Wall Supply, home of Paint Couture and the Couture Collection. And today I'm going to show you more about our rusty, crusty finish that we posted the other day. And today I'm going to show you how to apply the texture on this drawer. We're going to be using our Crust. It's a wonderful, versatile texture that you can do so much with. So just to recap, if you look over here, Mike, I'm going to show them. So we used our sea glass Paint Couture as a base coat. This dresser was once painted midnight blue and had a raised stencil on it. So I'm making use of the raised stencil. It's going to pop through a little bit in the texture. So that was step one, to put the sea glass on. Step two, we're using our Couture Crust texture, and that's what I'm going to show you today. Then the next amazing part is using our Couture Copper metallic paint. It comes in this 4-ounce size, but we also sell it in quarts for larger jobs. So it is a sparkly, brilliant, and very durable metallic paint. Acrylic, water-based, soap and water cleanup. Then my main glaze is our rich mahogany. And that is what enhances that beautiful copper metallic paint to just make it look like a shiny rust finish. I also use just a little bit of 3 other glazes, just a tad. Champagne, Van Dyke Brown, and Amber Honey. And the reason I use champagne is in places on my drawer I had sea glass showing, and I didn't want to put rich mahogany on it because it would change the sea glass's color very much. So I thought I'd just use our subtle champagne to just coat it and enhance it. So let's get to the fun stuff. So come on over here. If anybody's watching, please say hi so we can see if you're there and we can try to answer any questions for you. So I'm opening our Crust. This is what it looks like. It's a wonderful texture.
Looks very crusty.
It is crusty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop some of this out into a bowl, like so.
It sounds like a drum. Dum, 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 bum.
Then I'm going to use a little bit of water on my brush and just get it a little wet. Not super wet, but the wetness of the brush will allow the crust to stick to the brush. So the brush is just slightly damp. Can you all see that real good?
Yes, I can.
So just a chip brush. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off and we are going to brush the crust on the drawer. And we're going to leave some of the sea glass showing in places. And this is just very artistic. It's what you desire. If you want more of the sea glass showing, you can certainly do it. Now you'll see as I go along, I'm making it thicker in places by taking the chip brush and just kind of pouncing and then slightly spreading. That will give the effect of rust. This is really fun, you guys. There's nothing hard about it, and again, it's water-based, no smell, soap and water cleanup. You can do it in your house, around kids, no problem, no smells, no odor. So I don't want to cover too much of my sea glass. So I'm going to stop going over the sea glass, but I am going to put the crust a little heavier. But you see how nicely it brushes? So if you just wanted a thin finish, you could do that. But I'm going to pull out my sample again so you can see what I'm doing. Do you see how it's really thick there, that's where the crust is thicker, like here. Here, where it's thicker, you see the buildup. Where it's thinner, it looks more like this. And see that sea glass peeking through just a little bit? So I want all my drawers to look similar, so they look like they all go together.
Hello, Tracy. Hello, Heidi.
Hi, you guys. We're applying crust today. If you have any questions, please type them in over top of sea glass. Now I'm going to take just a little bit on the knobs. Do you see that? Not a lot. Just to give it a little texture for the metallic paint to grab on to make it look really cool. And I think I want to build up my crust a little bit more. So I'm pouncing with my chip brush. Can you zoom in a little bit? See that? And then I'm just dragging it, and it just drags so beautifully across the plate, across the piece. Thick and thin, let some sea glass show through. I want a little bit more over there, a little bit more there. So we're just building up the crust. So let's put it next to this one, and I'm going to look at it and see if it looks, I think I need just a little bit more over there. Plop it on and spread it out. So easy. And a little bit more right here, I think. So this raised stencil that's underneath does peek through a little bit when I get the metallic paint on it, so it's very cool. It's there, see it?
There
All
it
right,
is.
so we let this dry. Now you can accelerate the drying time in front of a fan, and I would say, depending how thick you put the crust on, this will probably be dry in 2 hours in front of the fan, maybe less. Depends how thick you put it on, so just test it. Then you're ready to paint with metallic paint, our Couture copper. That's the next step. So I'll do another video. I'm going to do the rest of my drawers. And my plan is right now that only the drawers will have this finish on it. And the rest of it is my plan. I can change my plan. The rest of it is probably just going to be sea glass Paint Couture glaze with champagne glaze. I think that'll look pretty, but you know how things are. You unfold as you go along. So is there anybody else out there? Do you guys have any more questions or comments? Well, I'm so happy you tuned in today, and we'll be back another time to finish, and I'll show you about the copper metallic paint, and I'll show you about glazing. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.